There are a lot of misconceptions about the TikTok algorithm in 2026. You've got all these wannabe gurus out there telling you to use the midnight photo effect, to post a specific way to your stories, use the text feature, or engage from the bottom up. It's just a bunch of random tactics that are supposedly going to blow your account up overnight. And what's really frustrating is that even some of the TikTok educators that I actually respected have started creating content like this. They've stopped teaching the things that actually help people grow, and instead they're pushing these gimmicky strategies that just get them more views and engagement.
How about new?
But we're not doing that today. If you don't know me, my name is Mike Yanda. I went from 0 to 10,000 followers on TikTok in under 45 days. And more importantly, I have over 10 years of experience in the social media marketing world, helping online coaches to grow their audience and their income. I've helped clients like Jared here to go viral and make $75,000 in his first month on TikTok. And I helped Bridget grow her brand to the point where she was making $6,000 to $8,000 a month. That way she could stay at home as a full-time mom. And then there's Mike, who recently took my 30-day TikTok growth challenge and took a new account to 22,000 followers and got over 8 people to join his coaching program at like $1,800 a pop. So in this video, I'm going to take you through exactly what I know about the TikTok algorithm and how it works in 2026. It's all of the things that you need to do to grow your account without any of the bull. A lot of the advice that you're seeing in your FYP lately, including the things that I mentioned earlier, are completely false. There's just a lot of creators right now that are either A, telling you what you want to hear, or B, making these outlandish claims that are completely untrue. That way they can increase their own views and engagement. But underneath all this seeming complexity and the mystery around TikTok, the algorithm is really quite simple. And the good news is that the algorithm is going to do everything it can to help you as a creator to break through and get views. The TikTok algorithm's #1 job is to keep people watching videos and staying on the app. And because content has such a short lifespan on TikTok, even if it's a viral video, the algorithm is constantly looking to fill viewer demand by finding more good videos on the same topics. And they need a lot of creators to do that. So as long as your content is good, the algorithm is going to do everything it can to push your videos and get you to keep making them. But the good content part is the key phrase there. And so I think it's important that you understand how the algorithm works and what it defines as good content that it's actually going to push to more people. You see, TikTok intentionally stalls videos at 200 views, and it runs a small test to determine whether your video is deserving of being pushed to more people, whether it's actually going to make people stop and watch and stay on the app for as long as possible. So if the first 200 to 300 people that watch your video swipe past it or don't watch it very long, then the algorithm has no reason to push that content anymore. That's why so many creators feel like they're stuck in this 200 view jail. But when you post a video and those first 200 to 300 people stop and watch the video and finish it at a pretty high percentage, maybe even go to your profile and binge some of your content, those are really strong signals. That's what tells the algorithm, oh, this is something that people want more of. And that's when the algorithm starts pushing your videos to bigger audiences. What you have to keep in mind is that TikTok does behave a little bit differently depending on where you're at in your creator journey. If you're a brand new creator or a smaller account, TikTok is still trying to figure you out. It's learning who you are, what your content is about, and who it should be showing your videos to. So the algorithm is actually using random people in that 200 view sample audience during the testing phase. This is why so many creators see their videos stall out in the early days and they feel like they're in that TikTok jail. It's not because you're shadow banned, it's because your account isn't clearly categorized yet. TikTok just needs more content and more data points so it can actually figure out who the audience is for your videos. Now, when it comes to more established creators, things look a little bit different. The algorithm already has a pretty clear idea of what their content is about and who their ideal audience is. So even though TikTok is still testing their videos on the For You page and often to people that don't know who they are yet, it's actually serving their videos to a better quality sample audience. Instead of guessing, TikTok is showing those videos to around 200 to 300 people that are already interested in the topic. That's why established creators tend to do much better in the test phase and consistently get more views. In both cases, the algorithm is putting every creator through the exact same process. The only difference is how well it understands what your content is about and who you made it for. Now, if you have questions about the algorithm, let me know in the comments, but if not, we're going to move on. The next thing I'm going to share with you might feel a little bit counterintuitive, but it is going to help you grow so much faster. If you want to beat the algorithm or have the algorithm favor your content, I actually want you to stop focusing on the algorithm so much. Instead, I want you to swap the word algorithm with audience. Because at the end of the day, TikTok isn't making random decisions about which videos go viral. It's just measuring how people respond to your videos. So when you're starting out with a brand new TikTok account, or you're a small creator who hasn't broken through yet, it's really important that you get crystal clear on exactly what your content is about. You need to ask yourself, who is the typical viewer that I'm making content for? What is it that they want to hear about? What is it that they want to learn? What are the things that they need help with? It's really important that you get clear on who your content is for and develop like a focus or a theme for your account. That way the algorithm can more easily categorize you and find the people that are actually interested in your videos. That's what it really means to niche down. And I always recommend that you choose a niche where you have real experience or expertise, or at least a very deep passion about the topic, because you need to be able to connect with the viewers. It's a lot easier to understand what people want to see in your videos when you have a lot of knowledge and actually care about the problem you're trying to help people with. That's exactly why I chose this niche when I started this YouTube channel, because I wanted to help people to grow and monetize on TikTok, because I had years of experience helping business owners to grow their revenue and their audience with social media. And when I was trying to figure out TikTok for myself, there was just so much conflicting advice out there. So I set out to create the videos that I wish I'd had when I started. Content that didn't hide the ball, wasn't full of BS strategies, and actually gave you like clear step-by-step actions that you could take in order to get results. And that's what I want you to do. Find a niche where you have experience and you care a lot, and then make the videos you would want to see. Now, despite what the wannabe gurus would tell you, there are a lot of little things that the TikTok algorithm just doesn't care about. One of the biggest ones is posting time. There is no magic time of day that is going to make your video go viral. No matter when you post, TikTok is always doing the same thing. It's testing out your content, seeing how people respond to it in order to decide whether to push it further. Another myth is that you need to post an insane amount of content every single day. You do not need to post 20 times a day, even though I know that there are people that are pushing that right now. Here's the truth. TikTok has actually come out and said you only need to post 1 to 4 times per day. That's it. And if you just post 1 video per day consistently, you're going to be absolutely fine. The algorithm isn't going to punish you if you miss a day either. You just want to avoid those long breaks from posting. Now, I also want to talk about hashtags and SEO as well, because this is one of those things that people are getting halfway right. And if you're not familiar with SEO, it means search engine optimization, which is just a fancy way of saying using keywords that way you can show up in search, or in the case of TikTok, using the keywords to get categorized so it can show your videos to the right people. So things like the words you say in videos, the topics you talk about consistently, the text that you put on your screen, and the words that you write in the descriptions of your videos, all of those things are going to be data points that help the algorithm figure out what your content is about. Hashtags work the same way. It's just a signal to help the algorithm categorize you. But there's not any kind of mechanism where you're using a hashtag and that increases your likelihood of going viral. You honestly don't even need them anymore, because the algorithm has gotten so good at understanding the context of your videos. Over time, it can figure out who to show them to just through the repetition of your topics and the words that you use. At the end of the day, the TikTok algorithm is a very simple robot, and it only wants a few things. It wants content that makes people stop scrolling and actually watch. And it wants content that makes people watch all the way to the end, and content that makes people want more of the same kind of content. And that usually shows up in one of a few ways, either from them watching your video and then going and searching for related topics, or even better, by going to your profile and starting to binge all of your other videos. So if you really want to beat the algorithm, you need to stop trying to hack the platform with these little gimmicks and tricks, and instead focus on 2 things. Number 1, make your topic painfully obvious. Too many creators talk about too many topics, and it confuses the algorithm. You need to make it crystal clear what your content is about, and the easiest way to do that is to create 3 to 4 themes or content pillars, and then just making videos on those things over and over and over again. And I mean repeat them until you get bored, until you feel like your audience is going to get bored, because that is the level of repetition that the algorithm needs in order to consistently categorize you and show your videos to the right people. And this is important for you to understand. Even if you get bored with your content, your audience never does, because your videos are constantly being pushed on the FYP to completely new people that have never heard of you before, and even your repeat viewers that are hearing the topics over and over again, it's going to help them to learn and understand hearing you word things in a different way. The repetition also forces you to get creative and to talk about these topics in new ways, which leads to you eventually finding that perfect combination that actually goes viral. The second thing to focus on is just making better content, developing that skill as a creator. Because even if your videos are shown to the right people, if the content isn't good enough and doesn't keep their attention, it can still flop. That's why content research is so important. Pay attention to other creators in your space and the videos and topics that are already working for them. When you see a video that gets way more views than that creator normally gets, save it. Those videos are telling you exactly what your audience wants to see. Model those videos in your own content. Don't copy them word for word. Just make your version of it. Share your beliefs, your expertise, because when you model content that's already done really well like that, you're greatly increasing your chances of getting more views, because those are the videos that people want. You also need stronger hooks, both with the text that's on the screen as well as what you say in the first 3 seconds of your video, because if you can't get people to stop scrolling and to continue watching your video, then your views are dead in the water. Your goal is to make people feel feel like they have to watch your video. Like if they don't watch it, they're going to miss out on something. And if they can't watch it now, you want them to feel compelled to save it so they can come back and watch it later. Now, if you're serious about growing on TikTok and you feel stuck either as a new creator or somebody that's hit a bit of a plateau, here's exactly what I want you to do. You're gonna post at least 10 videos using the framework that I'm about to share with you. Not 2, not 3, 10 videos. And the reason for that is simple. You need enough data points to see what's actually working, and you need enough reps to actually improve your skill as a creator. So here are the rules for the challenge. Rule number 1, pick one niche and then choose 3 to 4 subtopics or content pillars that all of your content is going to fall into. Every video you post should fall into one of those buckets. And if you want, you can drop a comment below telling me what your niche and what your content pillars are, and I can let you know if they're too broad because I understand that this can be a little bit confusing. Rule number 2, do real content research. Study other creators in your niche, find their outlier videos, and save them. And while you're scrolling the For You page, pay attention to any videos that genuinely make you want to just stop and watch. Those videos are going to teach you what a strong hook and headline actually looks like. Rule number 3, for the next 10 videos, you are not going to post whatever you feel like posting. You are only going to model your research videos and put your own spin on it. Take the videos you saved and create your own versions of them. Use the same hooks, use the same headlines, but share what you believe about the topic. This dramatically increases your chances of getting bigger views because you're responding to proven demand instead of just guessing. Rule number 4, once you've posted all 10 videos and they've had a couple of days to get views, you're going to go back and you're going to study them. But here's the important part. I don't want you to look at your analytics. I don't care about your watch time, your retention rates, your drop off in the first 3 seconds, or any of that. Your only scoreboard is which videos got the most views. Those are your winners. Once you've identified your winners, you're gonna let them guide your future content. You can make more videos on the exact same topic in different ways. You can use the hook for a different one of your content pillars. The point here is to iterate on what's already working. And as you're planning your next 10 videos, I would make about 30% of them based on your winners and the other 70% based on content research that you're doing. Once you have that, go post videos 11 through 20 and then repeat the process again. Your goal is to reach 100 videos as quickly as you can, and the more you go through this process, the more you're going to learn about what actually works for you and your account and for the audience that you're developing. That's when content creation and coming up with ideas and planning what you're going to post becomes so much easier. The last thing that I want to leave you with is that you need to treat your TikTok account like an investment instead of day trading. If you post a video and you're constantly checking your analytics and your views every few minutes, you are absolutely going to lose your mind. You need to completely detach yourself from how any individual video performs. You want to just go out there, post your video, move on to the next one, and then after you have 10 videos or 2 weeks of videos, then you want to look back and analyze what worked, and that's when the views matter. You're using the videos that got bigger views as clues to figure out what works for you. That's the entire game. Now, I have one more resource for you that's going to help you spot and avoid all the fake guru BS that's currently in the feed because it's gotten really bad lately. I want you to watch this video up on the screen where I break down all of the things that I wish I'd known when I started on TikTok. It goes deeper into what matters, what doesn't, and the things that you should focus on that actually move the needle. I think you're going to like it.